Salut à toutes et à tous, aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode final de Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snake. Et oui, normalement c'est l'épisode final, hein. Bon, si maintenant je vois qu'il dure plus de 2 heures, enfin non, ça devrait pas arriver normalement, mais t'as capté. Alors, petit bug, voilà. Zizi, bon, et bah du coup c'est parti. Du coup, la dernière vidéo, on avait battu 2 boss. On avait battu Sniper Wolf, ainsi que ta mère. C'est faux, c'était une blague. Ainsi que, du coup, sans laguer s'il te plaît, Raven. Et là, il y a des ennemis, contrairement à avant. Your mom. Voilà, personne. C'était rien, wesh. Hop. Il y a un peu moins de caméras. N'est-ce pas? J'espère qu'elles seront détruites définitivement. Et puis si on retourne en arrière. Ok, donc là, normalement, il devrait y avoir des Nikita... des Stingers. Ah oui, d'accord, ils ont vraiment vu toutes les caméras. C'est vrai que ça fait un petit peu abusé. Mais bah, en même temps, ouais. Alors, je vais me taire parce que sinon je spoil encore les prochains Metal Gear. Toujours l'imitation de Kirby. Voilà. Le petit coca. Le Metal Gear. De belles jambes. Une belle tête. Un beau visage. Le Metal Gear. Yeah. Ça pourrait être pas mal comme une miniature, mais bon. Je pense pas que ce sera le cas. Le Metal Gear Rex. Alors, une petite nouveauté. Il y avait des échelles ici. Bah là maintenant, il y a des escaliers. Otakon qui nous harcèle.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear. But it's strange.
What
Oh.
is?
There's nobody here. No guards, no mechanics. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys. And besides
Bah oui.
that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using
Un
the
truc.
keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course. But there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep,
Un hacker?
describes me pretty well.
Does it look like
Oh là
you
là, c'est un
can?
hacker, le
I don't
pauvre
know
fou.
yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Oui, tout à fait. Je suis tout à fait d'accord. Donc voilà, je disais, il y a des escaliers à la place d'échelle. Si ça, c'est pas une nouveauté absolument incroyable qui va changer toute notre expérience de jeu vidéo. Non mais sans déconner, ça change vraiment tout quoi. C'était chiantos avant. Ah, on voit Ocelot Liquid d'ici, ok. On peut pas déjà, dès à présent... Non. Le radar. Le kiki du Metal Gear. Oui, tout à fait. Bon, il sert pas à faire pipi, hein. Il sert à projeter des lasers. Harcèlement.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I've never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay. Keep trying.
Ah bah ça. Un vrai hacker. Alors. Oh, c'est du harcèlement là.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
Haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one up until now?
Because of the missile's rocket propulsion system. It would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Because of that?
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It would push back the signing of the START 3 treaty. If word gets out about this weapon, it'd cause a whole world of trouble.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
Yeah, I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested. Only simulated.
You mean with VR experiments?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No. Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
Damn.
Terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they
Ukraine,
input the
Italy.
detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So, you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
J'espère qu'on va gagner contre l'Ukraine, hein. Italie-Ukraine. Au moment où je vous parle, j'imagine que... Ah mais oui, vous regardez cette vidéo le 2 décembre. Oh la dinguerie. Là, au moment où je tourne la vidéo, on est le 20 novembre. Crève. Alors, du coup... On va quand même pas perdre contre des mecs qui se font bombarder leur pays, quand même. Oh, désolé, Otacon, mais... J'ai pas envie... Ouais, bon, allez, je suis gentil.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
That's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That, plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like they were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Oui, tout à fait. Alors, du coup, on va rentrer dans le Metal Gear parce que moi j'en ai marre. On peut pas. On peut pas non plus déjà détruire le dôme du radar. Non, ça marche pas. Ok. Et eux ici, est-ce qu'il y a un easter egg ou quoi? On peut les viser? Imperturbable. Ah ouais, vraiment, je savais que c'était une vitre anti-balle. Mais à ce niveau-là, putain, le canon à rampe, il touche pratiquement le truc. Enfin, le QG, enfin bref. Sneaking mode.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety
Pas de commentaire.
device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
Il est en vie.
Liquid.
I'm sure neither you nor
Il est
Mr.
incroyable.
Galukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site.
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about the new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
All for money.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm
beaucoup
also
d'argent,
including
donc.
the fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a
Pourquoi il t'a pas
mask.
touché toi? C'est peut-être en
Wolf
frère.
wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with amphetamine and adrenaline levels in the blood. They deployed a product still in development into live combat. No surprise it was unreliable. They must have been desperate.
In
Ce
any case,
ta.
have you heard from your friend Colonel Sergei Galukovich at Spetsnaz yet?
Gordokovich. Et dans le 2.
He still has
Rappelez-vous.
doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons?
Ils sont
That
bêtes.
Galukovich, he's no warrior, he's a politician.
Maybe so, but he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we joined forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. we're going to dig in here. It's going to be a long war.
We could still escape.
We have the new nuclear power, and we're going to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? Fighting the whole world?
Non, c'est normal.
From here, we can launch
Comme
a
tout le monde.
nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead
C'est des
invisible to
kikis, hein.
radar and totally immune to interception. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
But boss, what about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, you can call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
Boss,
Big
you're
Boss
not
dream.
worried about the PAL being overridden? If the code is entered again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the arms tech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good.
peu
Then
bête.
no one can stop Metal Gear now.
Exactement. C'est quand même dommage.
By the way, what should we do with that woman?
Ah bah.
Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Bah oui. J'ai pas soumis. J'ai pas soumis. J'ai pas soumis. Je me suis pas soumis. Forcément qu'elle est vivante.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They finished inputting the PAL codes. So, how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see, the override system that the President was talking about, it can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
You need the keys for input.
But I only have the one. Where are the others?
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The
Ce pas là.
card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Clever. Comme Cleverland. Ah non, c'est
You see
Neverland.
the input terminals in the center of the control room?
Ouais.
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. You input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Oui.
Okay, I got it. First
I
I
got
choose
it.
the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system, and it's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
Effectivement. Donc du coup prendre un grand soin.
Who's that?
Mais c'est quoi tous ces ralentis?
Slink. This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Non, je ne pense pas.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Ok. Bon. Toujours aussi mort, toi? Ok, ça va. Normalement, il y a un mode alerte qui se déclenche dans le 1, mais c'est pas le cas ici. N'est-ce pas? Bande salope. Oh, putain. Bon, c'est pas grave. Vous êtes ma priorité. Mais sachez, les petits amis, sachez, regardez ça. Hop. Regarde. Bon, plus simple comme ça. Regardez ça. Regardez qu'est-ce qu'il y avait aujourd'hui, on voit pas bien. Zen. Il y avait l'émission Zen aujourd'hui. Je voulais regarder, mais à la place, je fais quoi? Bah, je continue mon let's play pour vous. Mes petits champignons. Sucrés au sucre. Je pourrais tout simplement dire... oui, j'arrête la vidéo parce que voilà... Ah, putain, c'est un labyrinthe. J'arrête la vidéo parce qu'en fait, petite pause, je regarde Zen, hop, dans mon lit avec des chips. Eh ben non. Je pense à vous d'abord. Vous êtes ma priorité, les petits copains. Le Zen, l'émission Zen avec Magla. À ce que j'ai vu. Ça aurait pu être intéressant à voir. Je regarderai la rediffusion. Que voulez-vous que je vous dise? Alors, du coup... La carte clé, où est-ce qu'elle est? Alors, on va déjà mettre... Soit elle se trouve dans la canalisation qui est juste là. Soit elle a été bouffée par un rat. Il faut mettre... Et du coup, moi, ce que je fais, c'est que je mets une clé mort juste ici. Et ce que je fais également, c'est que... Elle est où, la caméra? Ah, elle est là. C'est que elle, je la nique sa mère. Oui, de l'eau qui... Ça fait mal aux yeux. Hein. Nickel chrome. Bah voilà. Ça aura pas duré longtemps. Non. De l'eau qui fait perdre de la vie, j'ai jamais compris. Encore aujourd'hui, je n'ai pas compris. Il y a peut-être une explication, hein, mais moi, je ne comprends pas. Je sais pas, il y a de l'acide dans l'eau. Je sais pas. Parce que, jusqu'à preuve du contraire, l'eau, ça ne fait pas de dégâts. L'eau est la source du monde, de notre vie. C'est grâce à elle qu'on est encore en vie de nos jours. Enfin, oui, logiquement. Du coup, chapeau. Aïe. Est-ce qu'il y a toujours une petite sim... Ouais. Ouais, apparemment, ouais. Bon. On va casser les petites caméras. Non, non, non. 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 Saloperie. Oh, putain. Attends. Y'a pas moyen à ce qu'il me sorte de là?
You found the card key, right?
Mais non! Putain. Putain, ta conne, t'es sérieux? Bande de salopes! Saloperie! Putain de con! Bon, bah on va décéder, hein, les petits amis. Deuxième fois qu'on décède. Mais là, tout simplement parce que je ne connaissais pas bien l'emplacement des caméras. Attends. Est-ce que je pourrais pas simplement... Rip.
Snake, what happened? Snake!
Bah, what happened? Bah, je suis mort. Stop. Bah, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que je suis mort, voilà. Tout simplement, hein? Me faire baiser, tout ce que je kiffe dans la vie. Me faire baiser. Et j'espère qu'on n'aura pas à recasser les caméras. Parce que moi, j'en ai ma claque. Voilà. Ouais, bon, ça, on passe. Hein, c'est bon. C'est juste pour dire que, voilà. Pas de code pâle, confirmé. Je vais pas laisser à chaque fois, hein. Je vous aime bien, mais il y a des limites. Vous m'énervez. J'ai eu peur. J'ai cru que mon micro n'enregistrait pas. J'ai eu tellement peur. Il faudrait que par sécurité, quand même, j'enregistre avec 2 micros. Oh! Alors. Et hop, maintenant, il faut, du coup, comme si vous avez écouté Otakon, refroidir la clé. Et du coup, pour ça, on va aller là où Raven est décédé. Ainsi. Et ben voilà, tout simplement. Hein, j'ai rien d'autre à dire, finalement. J'ai juste envie de vous dire, manger des céréales. Eh hey! Non. Personne n'avait arrivé par là, n'est-ce pas? Non, meurs. Bon, ok, j'ai compris. Et tiens, meurs. J'ai envie d'en tuer quelques-uns, là. Meurs. Meurs. Ah bah, j'ai l'impression qu'ils sont infinis, hein. Ouais, bien sûr. Ça, ce que Liquid disait. Bon, allez, je me gaffe. Ils m'ont saoulé, ça y est. J'ai une vidéo à faire. Mais en même temps, j'ai des abonnés à divertir. Oh mon dieu, il y a des ennemis qui sont apparus. Casse-toi. Ils sont tous décédés. Alors. Décédés à pas confondre avec des CD de musique, hein, ou des CD de... Bon, du coup là, il faut attendre que la carte en bas à gauche, là, enfin là-bas, on va faire comme ça, plutôt. La carte là, la carte ici, là, là. Là. Il faut qu'elle devienne bleue. Et donc, il faut qu'il devienne froide. Qu'est-ce que t'as dans tes poches, toi? Regardez le petit tatouage, là. Enfin, le petit logo. Foxhound. Et regardez ici. Et hop. Il est là. Oups. Il est là. C'est pas du faux, hein. C'est pas du faux. Qu'est-ce que j'ai eu? Une notification. Alors, pendant que la carte est en train de freeze Corleone, je regarde un petit peu. Tiens. Ah, ça c'est quand même cool à voir. La. Ok, elle est devenue... Alors, si je puis me permettre... Voilà, hop, il y a une petite pause. Voilà, bon, bref, on peut retourner. Simplement parce que... Les petits amis, mon frère a acheté la Master Collection de Metal Gear. Pendant que je fais un let's play sur Metal Gear. Bon, Twin Snake n'est pas dans la Master Collection, mais... Tiens, profitons-en de cette longue vidéo et de ce chemin que je suis en train de faire pour parler un petit peu des scandales qu'il y a eu récemment. On parle évidemment de la presse envers Konami en général et envers surtout cette Master Collection. Vous n'êtes pas sans savoir que la Master Collection est sortie le 24 octobre. Donc, que veux-je dire par... Qu'est-ce que j'ai envie de dire par rapport à ça? Eh bien, il y a eu plein de désinformations, que ce soit de la part de la presse, des médias et même de certains youtubeurs spécialistes, d'influenceurs, quoi, en gros. disant que, par exemple, le jeu était à 30 FPS, le fait qu'il n'y ait que 3 jeux, le fait qu'il y a que c'est juste la version l'HD collection portée sur PS5, machin. Alors il y a plusieurs choses. Déjà, non, les 3 jeux ne tournent pas en 30 FPS, ils tournent en 60 FPS. Il y a juste sur Switch où ils tournent 60 FPS. Ensuite, le fait qu'il n'y a pas 3 jeux dedans, il y en a 12. Si on compte les missions spéciales, les Metal Gear sur MSX, sur NES et sur PSP. Enfin, je parle surtout des Digital Graphic Novel. Et donc, du coup, si on compte tout ça, eh ben, il y a 12 jeux dedans. Tout ça pour... et puis là aussi, pour le prix, les gens disent oui, 60 €. Alors que c'est faux. Ça ne coûte pas vraiment 60 €. 60 €, c'est vraiment le prix si vous allez à Micromania. Ouais, c'est ça, Micromania, en gros. Bref, les entreprises spécialisées, les magasins de jeux vidéo, vraiment. Mais si vous allez à Carrefour, eh bien, durant sa sortie, le jeu coûtait 43 €. Et moi, je l'ai acheté 55 € chez Smart Toys, en Belgique. Tout simplement. Et voilà, 60 €, c'est vraiment dans les endroits les plus... on va dire... les endroits où vraiment ils mettent les prix super élevés, quoi. Comme Micromania. Mais la plupart du temps, elle coûte 50-55 €, cette collection. Le fait que ce soit un portage. Non, ce n'est pas un portage, parce qu'il y a plein d'améliorations qui ont été faites dans le 2 et dans le 3. Voilà. Et ce qui fait que non, ce n'est pas un portage. Par exemple, on va comparer ce que Rockstar a fait récemment, c'est-à-dire avec Red Dead Redemption. Ils l'ont sorti à 50 balles sur PS4, même pas sur PS5 et tout ça. Alors que bah là c'est un pur portage. Il n'y a aucune différence, vraiment. Peut-être que c'est juste au niveau des FPS, peut-être juste ça. C'est peut-être simplement ça. Je ne me suis pas vraiment intéressé, mais là pour le coup, il n'y a vraiment aucune amélioration, rien. Vraiment la Master Collection comparée à Red Dead Redemption qu'ils ont ressorti, vraiment si on compare, ben vraiment Rockstar nous encule vraiment. Hein. Mais ça c'était vraiment pour histoire de comparer. Sinon, si on en revient à la collection en elle-même, il y a les gens ils disent que c'est la pire version, qu'ils sont pas travaillés dessus, Konami, machin. J'ai l'impression que les gens ils veulent simplement dénigrer, juste pour dénigrer, parce que c'est Konami, parce qu'il y a des gens qui n'ont pas encore digéré le fait que comment est-ce que Konami a traité Kojima. Bah oui, je suis bien d'accord, on est tous bien d'accord, mais c'est pas pour ça non plus qu'il faut commencer à haïr cette série de jeux qui est Metal Gear. Parce que, excusez-moi, mais bon, à un moment donné, Konami ils font du boulot, hein. Il y a plein de bonus, ils ont fait du contenu bonus et tout.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye? Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it. But I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure, but he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages toward the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So, it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Is that all you think about?
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Voilà. Naomi, c'est un rat, comme dirait Dutch, enfin comme dirait Arthur. Qu'est-ce que ouais, donc ouais, où j'en étais? Je parlais du bonus, ouais, il y a plein de contenu bonus. Et bon, pour ceux qui veulent boycotter Konami, bah allez-y. Juste n'achetez pas le jeu et fermez-la. Mais sinon, à part ça, moi non plus je soutiens pas spécialement Konami. Moi je veux juste acheter mon édition, je veux jouer à Metal Gear. Voilà. Moi non plus je n'ai pas aimé ce que Konami a fait à Kojima. Mais bon, faut maintenant se rendre à l'évidence que c'était il y a 8 ans. Donc voilà. Mais tout ce que je suis en train de dire là, il y a un youtubeur qui en a fait une grosse vidéo, je me rappelle plus comment il s'appelle. Il s'appelle Outer Haven, je sais plus quoi. Je me rappelle plus du tout. Je vais essayer de voir vite fait. Il a la tremblante Snake, hein. Hop. Attends, parce que je vais... Comment s'appelle le gars? Eh ben, je... Ah mais non, je spawn devant lui, frère. Respawn de quoi? Je sais plus. Il y a un youtubeur qui a fait une vidéo d'1 heure pour expliquer un petit peu. Voilà, c'est lui. C'est Outer Haven, la chaîne 100% Metal Gear. Et regardez sa dernière... Je vous conseille d'aller voir sa chaîne. Outer Haven 100%, chaîne 100% Metal Gear Solid. Attends, hop, on va prendre ça. Ferme-la, c'est bon. Ok. Du coup, voilà. En gros, grosso modo, allez voir cette vidéo. Je la mettrai en description. Hein. Je vais la mettre dans la description. Je veux juste que je me rappelle que je vais le mettre dans un rappel plus tard. Gros soutien à cette chaîne, en tout cas. La vidéo s'appelle Metal Gear Solid MGS Master Collection, entachée par la presse, jeux vidéo et les influenceurs. Voilà. Hop, à regarder plus tard. Tout simplement. Alors, oui, faut que je reclique sur la fenêtre. Hop. Dites-moi quel jeu d'ailleurs vous voulez que je fasse sur cette chaîne. Hein. N'hésitez pas à me le dire. Moi, je pensais à un moment donné à faire King Kong. N'oubliez pas que j'ai l'émulateur GameCube où il y a pas mal de jeux qu'on peut faire et tout. C'est vrai que dans Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2 ou Metal Gear Solid 1, j'avais dit que je prévoyais de faire 7 jeux en Let's Play. Je me rappelle plus c'était quoi ces jeux en question. Je pense que c'était Metal Gear 3, 4, Peace Walker, 5. Du coup, King Kong en faisait partie aussi. Et après, je sais pas. Chapeau. Du coup, voilà. À un moment où je vous parle, les vidéos d'épisode 6 et épisode 7 de ce Let's Play sont en train d'être mises en ligne. Enfin, en train d'être mises en ligne sur ma chaîne en privé, hein, et qui vont être programmées pour 15h30, chacune d'entre elles. Là, quand on y repense, vous êtes en train de me parler au futur. Enfin, vous êtes le futur, finalement. Voilà. Donc voilà. Il faut attendre que, du coup, la carte devienne rouge. Pour ainsi... Voilà. Vous m'avez tout à fait compris. C'est trop marrant. Trop rigolo. Voilà. Ah, c'est bon, c'est devenu rouge. Enfin. Vous avez vu le nouveau logo de ma chaîne? Oui, au moment où je parle, ça fait 2 semaines qu'elle a changé. Mais quand même, est-ce que vous avez vu? Vous aimez bien? Enfin, je sais pas, petite conversation, quoi. On n'a pas le droit de converser, vous et moi? Ah, parce qu'on n'est pas en live! Ah ouais, c'est une bonne raison. Les énormes zizi. Putain, j'ai que 3 balles de socom. Rien à foutre. De toute façon, je n'en aurai plus besoin. Et hop. Et hop. Et hop. Et hop. Regardez comment il est la tremblote, le petit Snake. Ah, mon petit David. À ne pas confondre avec David Goodenough. Atroce. On va tuer quelques corbeaux. Viens, viens là toi, viens. Ah, ils sont en train de m'attaquer. Ah. Ok. Ah, c'est après. Non, parce qu'il y a un appel de Naomi, sauf que c'est à partir du moment où je rentre là-dedans qu'elle m'appelle, me semble-t-il. Ou au plus tard, que je suis en train de monter les escaliers. Je sais plus. Je sais plus. Ok. Bonjour. Non, non, personne. Pas le temps de niaiser. On va faire du sexe avec des bodybuilders. Allez hop. Oui, machin, j'aime bien tuer. Tu aimes bien tuer des gens, oui. Hein? Ah! Mais vous d'où vous venez, vous? Oula! Allez, crevez! D'où ils viennent? D'où vous apparaissez? Sans prix! Ok. On monte, on monte, on monte. Et on monte. Ça, c'est une musique que j'aime beaucoup. Non, je déconne, je l'ai inventée. Hop. Et hop. C'est ici qu'elle nous appelle. Voilà. Oui.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know anything. My parents' face is my name. The name and ID I have now I just bought. But the reason why I study genetics, that was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s, a dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from. But I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi,
Ouais, moi non plus,
you're
je suis pas
too
sûr.
worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long.
Oh,
Until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a young
What?
soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He is everything to me. The only proof I have of my existence. Of my existence as an individual.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who's he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America. But then he and my brother went back to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes, that's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about liquidating others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments.
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterward, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me.
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. Naomi, tell me something.
About Foxdie? Foxdie is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Foxdie contains smart enzymes, created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then, they cause a heart attack.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake.
pénis.
I'm not the one who made the decision to use Foxdie.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Foxdie as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that... No. That's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing that I wanted to tell you was... Snake...
Hey! What are you doing?
Oh,
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Foxdie was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel,
Ew.
you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Voilà. Bon, les petits amis, est-ce qu'à un moment donné, vous avez cru entendre un paix? Bah oui, j'ai pété. C'est officiellement la première fois dans une de mes vidéos où je pète. Ah non, 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 non. Il y a d'autres moments. 2 autres moments particulièrement. Enfin, un moment, ouais, un moment. Mais ça, c'est que les plus fidèles d'entre vous qui le sauront. Alors, on va juste prendre la ration. Et on va tout simplement... sucer. Quoi? Sucer? Excuse me? Hein? Et voilà, on va finir le jeu là. Enfin. Et on a sauvé le monde. C'est bon, on a sauvé le monde.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated. Ready for launch.
No! Why?
Ah, bah non en fait.
I deactivated it.
Thank you,
C'est quand même bête ça.
Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when I decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
Well, for starters, I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. We thought we'd get the info from you, but there was Foxdie.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Foxdie vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come to where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too
On l'avait
late.
compris.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I
Non.
didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me,
Two.
dear brother.
Liquid! How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Je ne peux pas le croire. Je ne m'y attendais pas. Juste des lunettes et des cheveux attachés a tout changé. Alors, donc maintenant, ce que je dois faire, mettre le masque à gaz. Il est là. Et ensuite, appeler Otakon. Où il est? Ah, il est là.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
D'ailleurs, on peut le spammer. Regardez.
Come on, hurry up already.
Hang on.
I'm out of time.
Just hold on a little longer.
Otacon.
Almost there. Hold on.
Oh, voilà, c'était la limite. Putain, j'ai besoin de me moucher. Oui.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Ok. Ok. Here he is.
Liquid!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite
Pourquoi il s'est
well,
déshabillé
I must
d'ailleurs?
say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Yeah? Why's that?
Il fait de l'équilibrisme.
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Die. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Gay. Par contre, calme-toi.
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles.
Les enfants terribles.
You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make
J'étais le
you.
préféré, hein.
Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me, knowingly, to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge. You don't even understand this. You, who could kill your own real father. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you.
Faire du sexe.
Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
Il est tu là. Il est bête ou quoi?
Snake! Come! Kneel down and sacrifice yourself to this historic weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother!
Now!
You shall bear witness to the demon weapon that will drag the world
Into the 21st century!
Ok. C'est en train de se péter la gueule. Mais c'est merde qui se pète la gueule. Affrontons l'arme ultime.
It's moving. But how do I stop it?
Ok, c'est bon. Je t'invite à aller fermer la porte. Parce que je vais me masturber bientôt. Bientôt peut-être la miniature. Peut-être que ça ce sera la miniature. Ou celle-là plutôt. Ah oui, ça j'ai vu ça. N'importe quoi. Qu'est-ce qu'il a essayé de faire là? En fait c'est vraiment un ninja Snake. Bon. Non, pas de plan sur le zizi. Bon bah, let's destroy him. Mais aussi là, c'est ça que je veux. Voilà. Hop. Voilà, je sais, j'ai oublié de mettre ma cam et je vous manquais, c'est ça? C'est ça, rassurez-moi. Ah. Hop. Hop, et hop. Mais pourquoi il utilise son zizi? Ah mais toi aussi, frère. Voilà. Et voilà, on l'a battu.
Did that do it?
Did that do it?
Damn!
Nice try, Snake!
Et on va décéder. C'est la fin. Et non.
Hurry! Get away!
Fox.
Gray Fox! A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
T'as pas bonne mine. C'est un excellent jeu de mots parce qu'il nous prévenait des mines. Des trop.
Fox, why? What do you want from me? I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you. Naomi? You're the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
Ok.
You are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Ça va, il va le tuer. Esquive. Ah, c'est un peu bleu. C'est un peu plus logique là, vu que c'est un ninja. Eh, il a mis un coup de tête, un coup de museau. Ça doit faire mal, hein.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers!
Fox!
how strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, Are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal! He destroyed the radome.
Oui.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox. But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Ok, ça marche.
Can you really shoot?
Oui.
You'll kill him too!
Pas grave.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
It's no good. I can't do
After
it.
sands of our land, I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive, nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally
It's no good.
end.
I can't do it. Die! Fox!
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least, I always fought for what I believed in.
Ça, c'est un bon message, ça, les amis.
Snake. Farewell.
Foolish man! When death is entreated, the battle is decided. You see, you can't protect anyone! Not even yourself!
Ouais, d'accord, ok. J'étais en train de me dire, oh, allez prendre des paix ou... Non, je ne vais pas décéder. There you are. Hop. Alors, t'aimes bien te faire shooter, hein, petite salope. Hop. Voilà. Ah.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust! Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die. As long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired.
Desire. Oh, no.
But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict, new hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
C'est bien
Are
vrai.
you denying it?
Je dois l'avouer.
Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project
Les
was
enfants
called.
terribles.
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method?
La méthode super
They
bébé.
fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
They
Tout
are
à fait.
misshapen creatures, artificially
toujours là, hein,
produced
c'est juste
from
que,
father's
voilà.
genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments. Huh? 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then biological weapons, the poison gas detection units, anti-sarin injections.
Ça bug un petit peu.
They were all just to cover up the secret.
L'émulateur, il déconne un petit peu quand il s'agit de vraies images.
So the so-called Gulf.
Bon, je vais passer, hein, parce que
Gulf War veterans are.
le fait étant que
Voilà.
j'ai pas sauvegardé depuis un moment et je veux pas que ça bug.
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All
Ah, ça me gêne de parler de mes gènes.
Purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you.
Ah. C'est pas cool.
Look behind you.
Oh mon dieu.
Meryl? Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl?
Stupid woman. falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
D'accord.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base.
Oh.
They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command, and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Mais non, ça va.
Are you
Elle va pas
sure?
mourir.
It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Ok.
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this?
Non.
This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you. How about you, Snake?
C'est parti. C'est parti, les amis. Tiens. Toi, t'as une bouche. J'ai qu'une doctable sur moi. Tiens. Toi, t'as une bouche. Deux hommes torsionnés qui se battent. D'avoir réussi ou... Saloperie. Une bête type. Non. Tiens. Oh, merci. À quoi elles servent les dog tags? Chapeau. Tiens. Non. Et hop. Allez, tombe.
You're out of time.
Mais quoi? Dépêche-toi, ça va exploser. Non. Je refuse. Allez, tiens. Allez, vas-y, fonce sur moi. Voilà. Ça se battait. Ils sont tous dans Dragon Ball les potos. Fly, Little Angel.
Snake!
Voilà, va la voir. Je pense que j'ai jamais regardé la cinématique sur Twin Snake de cette fin.
Meryl. Meryl.
Ah, j'avais peur.
Snake? Is that you? Snake, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, you must have been terrible.
C'est vrai que des balles de sniper, c'est vrai que ça fait un peu mal.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Bon, vous pouvez vous barrer maintenant? Bon là. Et pourquoi la majorité des gens préfèrent la fin avec Otacon? Dont moi. Mais c'est juste pour changer par rapport à mon premier let's play. Wesh. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Elle va l'appeler Otacon.
That's my Kodak.
Ouais, bon, on s'en doutait, hein. On s'en doutait que c'était pas ta bite qui était en train de faire ce bruit.
Snake, it's me. It looks like you stopped Rex.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right, you saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh boy, I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know? Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Ah, c'est pour ça que j'aime pas cette fin. Parce que limite on laisse Otacon pour mort.
What about him? Where is Otacon?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. and I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
M'accordez-vous cette danse? Là aussi physiquement. Ouais, la vitesse. Ouais, bon, c'est bon. Ouais, c'est bon, allez. Continuez. Votre temps est compté. Ouais, très cucu, hein, cette fin.
I must be heavy.
Très toxique.
Looks that way.
Le tatouage a survécu, ça va. Le mien aussi. Oui, je flex.
Let's get out of here.
Bonne idée.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
Oui, dépêche-toi, frère.
Hurry.
Où est-ce qu'elle a sorti ce gilet de sauvetage? Mais bon, c'est pas le moment de prendre la pause, hein.
Looking good, Snake.
Oh, c'est bon, putain, arrêtez. Putain, on dirait qu'ils vont... Dès qu'ils vont s'échapper, ils vont me ken ensemble, quoi. Dinguerie.
Hurry.
Ouais, je me dépêche. Bon. Juste la petite ration ici. Et ici.
Let me drive.
I drive.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Pas très discret. Non, je n'ai pas d'armes.
Oh no, no key.
Ration.
All right, keys.
Bon.
Snake,
Non.
it started. Get in.
Ouais.
Shoot him, Snake.
Putain. Oh la putain de... Tiens. La boîte à moustache. Et hop. Ah, j'ai mal au dos, sa mère. Ah. Trop... Je fais trop de...
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
Ferme ta bouche.
You'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Hop. T'as vu ça? Regarde ça. Incroyable, non?
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never make it. Snake, shoot him.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Il est increvable. Bon, c'est vrai qu'il a survécu à un hélicoptère. L'explosion de la guerre. Une chute de 16 mètres. Il est résistant. connaissance. Ah ouais. Pas seulement un ninja, mais un peu Spider-Man. C'était moins une. Hein.
Meryl, are you okay? Damn.
Et il a survécu à un crash de voiture en plus.
Snake!
Dans le ventre.
Fox?
Die.
Et c'est le décès. Pour le jeune joueur français. Ah non, pas encore. Qu'est-ce que t'essaies de faire? Pour le par les jambes sinon. Ah non. On peut encore se mettre debout. C'est un peu bizarre comme ça. Comme plan. Généralement, ce genre de plan, c'est dans les pornos. Hein.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Effectivement, le ciel est plutôt avide, si je puis
Snake,
dire.
can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the
Tu
president.
m'étonnes.
Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid
Ah,
enough
le
to use
travail.
nukes to cover up a few
Bonjour.
secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case,
L'épisode
the
6.
danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay.
Et il en cache encore, hein.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter waiting for you at the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Fox, no, Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
C'est pas du tout ce qu'il lui a dit.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace.
Bon après il allait pas lui dire hey, en fait il a tué tes parents.
Ever since he fought with you in
Faire en sorte à ce qu'elle garde une bonne image de lui.
A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too.
Il y a vraiment un joueur dans l'équipe d'Italie qui s'appelle Buongiorno, ce qui veut dire bonjour. Son nom de famille c'est bonjour.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed into their genes. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live.
Vie.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank Thank you, Snake.
Look, I found this.
Le bandana.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or a reminder of the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
First time we met? C'est une musique, ça, non?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
Il va parler du caribou maintenant, non?
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
I think it's time we
Dave.
look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
Hey, what are those?
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life.
Caribou.
It'll be spring here soon.
Mais c'est ta mère le caribou.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
Ah, c'est ça.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
Vous allez faire du sale au lit, mais du sale, ils vont ken comme jamais. Avec le beau ciel. Oui, tout à fait. Dans les années 80, on comptait plus de 60 000 têtes nucléaires à travers le monde. Le pouvoir destructeur total de cet arsenal était 1 million de fois plus puissant. J'ai pas pu lire la suite. En janvier 1993, l'accord START 2 a été signé. Les États-Unis et la Russie ont chacun accepté de réduire leur nombre d'ogives nucléaires stratégiques pour le faire passer. J'ai pas su la suite. Cependant, on estime en 2003 que plus de 20 000 têtes nucléaires sont encore disséminées dans le monde. Nous ne sommes pas en 2003. On est en 2023. Et c'est que maintenant qu'ils ont décidé de mettre cette musique. Vous voulez que je vous pète vos mères en fait. Putain, l'épisode dure 2 heures. On dit tchoum. Aïe aïe aïe. Bon, en tout cas, c'est pas encore la fin, ne inquiétez pas. Hein. En tout cas, je peux vous dire que je suis très fier de ce let's play. Je pense que c'est le meilleur let's play que j'ai fait dans ma vie, enfin, de tous les let's play que j'ai fait depuis 2014. Que celui-là, c'est le meilleur, techniquement, au niveau du travail que j'ai pu faire. Enfin, surtout au niveau de certains aspects, c'est quand même le meilleur. C'est le premier let's play où j'ai eu aucun problème, mis à part le bug du jeu, mais ça, de toute façon, j'aurai toujours un mini problème. Ça, c'est définitif, ça. En tout cas, je suis très fier de ce let's play. Bien sûr, la playlist est disponible sur ma chaîne. Et je pense que ce let's play est juste là pour préparer le terrain pour le 3. Ouais, tout à fait. Je peux déjà vous le teaser, ça. Donc voilà. Du coup, on va passer le générique. Enfin, je peux pas passer le générique, mais en tout cas, je vais vous faire passer le générique. Pour la petite scène post-crédit, ainsi que mon score.
To be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of
On voit des
life
fiacs
they
de
want to
chiens
live.
là.
Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
Live.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered
Yes,
all of
sir.
Max's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes. Liquid is dead. The inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Of course, the other one thinks so too. Yes, sir. I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Ouais, on nous dit des trucs différents. Hein. Alors, Léopard. Le nom de code Léopard, c'est atroce. C'est vraiment pas beau, ça. Alors, du coup, en 6h32. Pas ouf. J'ai sauvegardé 8 fois. Je suis mort 2 fois. Ouais. Dans des moments où je ne pouvais rien faire. 20 alert mode. Atroce. J'ai tué 108 personnes et utilisé 25 rations. Au niveau des réactions, ça va. Clear code. Kojima, jpn.com/mgs-TTS. Je pense pas que ce lien fonctionne encore. Hein. Mais bon, vous pouvez tout de même essayer. Donc, voilà. Ah oui, il faut que je clique là-dessus. Où je vous ai obtenu l'appareil photo et le bandana. Donc du coup, voilà les gens, c'est la fin du let's play. J'espère que vous l'aurez aimé. Ah, c'est bon, on va couper ça. Non, pardon, on va couper ça. Voilà. Du coup, j'espère que vous l'aurez aimé, ce let's play. N'hésitez pas à le partager, à liker, voilà, commenter, tout ça, tout ça. Puis moi, je vous dis à bientôt les gens.